That was going to be my next question was because obviously aggression is the bad way to do it.
Right.
What are the healthy physical and emotional ways to release your
Okay.
anger?
When you become frustrated and angry, you have to realize that your body's in a fight or flight response. So breathing and being mindful of breathing is probably the first thing you could do. The first thing you could do is, again, when you go into a fight or flight response, what's the first thing the body does? It tenses up, because remember, the muscle tension is part of the blood pressure and because of the chemicals being reacted. So most people grasp their fists and kind of clench their teeth, and they squeeze up a little bit, and that's what gives them a headache, you know what I mean? Because they're like, oh man, I'm sore. Did you ever, driving here in Tampa, I come out, I have to exercise my hands when I get out of the car because I think I bent the steering wheel just from the frustration driving here. All kidding aside, but you tense up. So you have to be mindful of that. Uncross your legs. Let your fingers and your arms get loose a little bit. Take away the tension, because that's a sign to the body of fight. Yeah. And that creates tension. So you want to kind of loosen that up and unclench your teeth and your jaws and relax a little bit. And then be mindful of your breathing. When you're frustrated and you're not breathing ready, you're holding your breath and then you're breathing deep and it's higher rep. So be mindful of that. Take a deep breath, blow it out slowly. When you take a deep breath in, it should take you 3 times longer to blow it out than take it in. So if you go, and just relax. Don't take too many deep breaths, just one, and then breathe normally. Take another one, breathe normally for a little bit, because otherwise you'll hyperventilate, and that's a sign for the body to go into a fight or flight response. So we want to be mindful of the body. We want to breathe and relax, loosen the muscles and the tension. And then also, you got to think, here's the thing, and has to be planned ahead of time. When you get frustrated, it's usually because you take things personally. So you're thinking that person who's cutting you off is doing it purposely. What an asshole, he's trying to do that to me. But that's not the case. Usually it's just ignorance and stupidity, a lack of self-awareness. So you got to frame it into reality. And the reality is, what are you going to get by being frustrated in your car? Or being frustrated and angry at somebody and screaming and yelling? What is that going to do? What does that accomplish? Is it going to change that person's driving? No. Are they even aware? No. So you have to take control mentally and say, listen, what an idiot driver or whatever and so on. It's okay to yell a little bit and get that out of your system just temporarily. But then realize, in the scheme of life, is this really important right now? And 99% of the time, it's not. So you have to keep that mindset of, this is only hurting me. It's not doing anything. If it was going to have some type of reaction, or if it was going to have a good outcome that benefited me or fixed the problem, I'd say do it. But there isn't any. It only causes you to be more frustrated and angry, and then you have all the bad side effects of it. So calm yourself down. Usually when you do the breathing, you loosen up a little bit and keep the right mental state and say, listen, all right, what an idiot, what a jerk. But I can't save anything, so I'm just going to focus on me. I'm not going to let it bother me, because then I'm the only one getting hurt in this mess. Does that make sense? So stay focused, stay logical, stay reasonable and rational, okay? Look at the problem, see what's going on, and just think it through a little bit, okay? Because most people want to jump right off. But if you practice these habits ahead of time, you know when you're starting to get frustrated. Why? Because you'll be self-aware. And that's why I say self-awareness is so important when it comes to all things, especially this, is you're going to feel yourself tense. You're going to see yourself working up to it. You're going to start to be short with cutting things off, or especially when I'm referring to driving. But just, you'll be frustrated. And you can tell when you're frustrated, right? You're trying to do everything in a hurry. You're losing your patience. It's building up, and you feel it. You know it. That's the time to stop. Say, listen, stop right now. Stop right now.